Yeah, hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm on my 10 toes, nigga. I'm on the grind.
Back to our channel, right? You know it's your boy Shrimp.
It's your girl Zai.
And today we back with a
motherfucking reaction video.
what we got today, man?
Man, you know motherfuckers be out here gang banging,
Cat.
faking like a motherfucker.
Flagging like a motherfucker.
CJ, you know the fake blood behind
Shit.
Whoopty.
Bruh.
Whoopty.
Whoopty. You ain't no blood for real.
I guess not.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, before we tune in, man, we appreciate you getting us the rub, babe.
Motherfucking shit.
Man, we know y'all love that.
Y'all love for real,
You know what I'm saying? But listen up though, we got some videos we backed up on, so y'all from the hair be like, y'all from the be like, oh,
you know, get us 10K,
get us 10K, please.
Like, y'all be like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, y'all ready it up.
Yeah, like.
And also, we got a Twitch account, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I already know I'm be whooping this nigga ass on 2K. You feel me?
Okay, babe. But
the link in the description below.
Get the link in the below, man. Get it up, stop playing. Let's tune in.
CJ's a drill rapper from Staten Island who blew up last year with the hit song WHOOPTY. But since going viral, many question his street cred and accuse him of being fake and an industry plan.
Damn.
Let's get into the career and come up of CJ, the wannabe blood behind WHOOPTY. CJ first got the world's attention with his hit song WHOOPTY, which dropped July 30th, 2020 and peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The track instantly blew up thanks to the hard-hitting beat and viral music video.
Bro, they kept playing that shit on the radio every fucking day, bro.
To be honest,
it was like, what the fuck?
he don't even look like he rap like that. Like he on that type of shit.
On that type of shit.
He a good boy. He like type his girlfriend be whooping his ass.
But like, yo, anytime you accidentally like get on the radio, turn on the radio and shit, you hear that whoopty, whoopty, like
and it's crazy that I think I probably did hear it and then turned that shit off.
Bro, I never seen his face. I never seen the video or anything like that.
Billboard Hot 100. The track instantly blew up thanks to the hard-hitting beat and viral music video, which showed CJ and his homies posted on the block, rocking red rags and shouting the catchphrase, "Whoopty," a blood greeting call. The beat to Whoopty featured a sample from the Indian song, Sanam Re. This same sample was famously used in the beat for Exposing Me by Mimo 600 and King Von, which was also remixed by drill rappers like FBG Duck, Ruga, and 22Gs. So, the song became an instant hit because of the familiar beat, generic bars, and catchy hook. Not long after it popped off, people began taking a closer look at CJ to find out if he was really Whoopty or just claiming for the clout. CJ grew up in Staten Island and comes from a Puerto Rican family. He started rapping as a hobby when he was 9, but took it more seriously at 14 when he started dropping tracks on SoundCloud and YouTube. He had a few tracks on SoundCloud before blowing up with Whoopty, including a song with the OG Fake Blood 6ix9ine called Pop. But none of these tracks made much of an impact on
OG Fake Blood. You heard that shit?
You know, I was gonna say, who the fuck you talking about OG Fake Blood?
Hell no, the way he said that shit too, he ain't laughing, he's serious. OG like, Fake Blood.
That's it, that's just it.
With the OG Fake Blood 6ix9ine called Pop. But none of these tracks made much of an impact online or even in New York City. He self-released the track WHOOPTY in July 2020 using the beat he found on YouTube and became an overnight success. He later signed to Warner Records and Cruise Control Entertainment. But here's where the accusations of CJ being an industry plant first started. The CEO of Cruise Control Entertainment, James Cruz, is also CJ's uncle. CJ said multiple labels reached out to him, but Warner offered the best situation, probably because he had family members in high positions at the company. His uncle, James Cruz, is a music mogul who has deep connections in the industry. He worked for Reebok in the 90s before making the transition into music and working for Bad Boy.
He got it in there because he got it in there.
Yeah,
that's what made it. That's what make it seem like
his family was already in that shit.
Yeah, okay. And I bet some niggas feel some type of way because it's like,
nigga, you ain't really hustle for this shit.
All right, but I don't know. I don't want people to be like, oh, we doubt his success and nothing like that.
But no, it was just like nigga, like it's just like LeBron saying, no, cause remember DDG was like, man, y'all could make money on Snapchat. This time with the whoop, my mom just made this how much on Snapchat, and people like, bro, she's connected to your name, nigga. Right. She can make money because they know that's DDG mom and shit. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what we saying about this one. It's like
that's your uncle.
Unless they wasn't fucking with him. You know, but I don't know, man.
Industry. He worked for Reebok in the 90s before making the transition into music and working for Bad Boy. Cruz got close to Puffy and ended up running his entire organization. He worked with Combs Enterprises for almost 10 years before leaving to start his own Latin-focused music marketing firm. So, CJ seemed like the perfect project for his Uncle James, who was looking for the next big Latin star to take over New York. At first, CJ had a more melodic, auto-tune heavy approach to rapping, but this ain't attract much attention. CJ just wanted the clout, and he wasn't trying to spend the next decade grinding in the music industry to make a name for himself. So, he took notes from 6ix9ine's playbook and started making aggressive drill tracks, flaunting his alleged gang ties. To his credit, it worked, and WHOOPTY was one of the biggest songs in New York in the summer of 2020. The track went viral on TikTok too, which boosted its popularity. Plus, it got a major push on radio and other outlets thanks to the ties from his Uncle James. So overnight, CJ went from...
That shit ain't good to be camping like that, because you can get yourself killed.
Man, they know that, man. They know that.
Like,
they don't care, though.
And then there's people that need to, like, I feel like, not deserve to be killed, but it's like people that you usually think they have been shot up, still walking around. Prime example, 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine in our city.
Yeah, he was in Wellington. They almost got his ass, though, almost.
He stay over here somewhere.
He stay over here.
You be over here, yeah.
Radio and other outlets thanks to the ties from his Uncle James. So overnight, CJ went from an unknown rapper to one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in New York. But all the attention also brought questions from fans about who this new rapper was, as well as the gang he was from. He's clearly claiming blood from the bandanas and the use of the term whoopty. But the lyrics to the song are pretty basic and don't say what borough or what set he's from. This is when...
Smart ass nigga, but dumb ass nigga at the same time.
He's like, I'm claiming it, but I ain't finna, you know...
Yeah, shit, what's the album on and shit.
Rumors went around that CJ ain't really who he claimed to be and was just another clout-chasing rapper using gangs to blow up in the music industry. Whoopty's not a phrase that CJ made up. It's a common word used in the Bronx by the Bloodhound Brim. CJ crossed the line when he did an interview with Genius where he claimed credit for the word whoopty. He said that it was a term he invented and used with his homies. He even went as far as filing a trademark for the phrase so no one else could use it for commercial purposes.
Wow.
This upset the Bloodhound Brims, who have been using the word for years and wanted proper credit.
But they do that shit, though.
They take shit and they swear they did, and they smart because they trademark it.
Yeah. Didn't LeBron do some shit with that, like Taco Tuesdays? He took some shit like that. I heard something like that. I don't know.
Taco Tuesdays. I think he trademarked it.
Yeah. Shit crazy, dog.
This upset the Bloodhound Brims, who have been using the word for years and wanted proper credit for creating it.
As they should.
Bloodhound Brims founder, LeBrim, even called in from prison, calling out CJ for taking the term and not giving proper credit. LeBrim was sentenced to 30 years in prison back in 2019 in connection to his leadership of the Bloodhound Brim. Even though he's locked up, he still tapped in with what's going on in the streets and had to set the record straight about who really started WHOOPTY. He gave CJ props for making a hot song, but accused him of stealing the word whoopty from the Bloodhound Brims and denies having any affiliation with the rapper.
So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used, that's not his content. So his foundation is based off a lie. He's not whoopty. He don't know nothing about whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it.
Damn.
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC?
He just basically
A
put
$5,000 PC that costs $0. It's time to give you free stuff thanks to our friends at Honey. That's right.
He called him out for claiming a set and lifestyle that he and a bunch of other Brims are serving decades in prison over. He says the only reason the song was hot in the first place is because of the respect they built in New York. But he's disrespecting the Brims by saying he created the word. He makes it clear he ain't beefing with CJ or saying he gonna do something to him, but he had to set the record straight about where WHOOPTY started. This hurt CJ's street cred, and after that, more gang members and other New York drill rappers started questioning his affiliations. G5 Reels.
I don't know about him coming out, but like, you know, my bad, and I ain't know, you feel me? But then again, he don't want to look soft.
So we
but then,
like,
but then you not a blood for real nigga, so they know you exposed. You might as well.
this man I told the whole fucking world that you ain't even your song hot. But she really ain't about that shit she rapping about. Niggas don't fucking know you for real.
And I see now, right? I seen he switch over to the Spanish songs, like nigga Spanish music and shit.
His uncle.
I see he's doing that. He's doing that now. I'm like, okay, he know why. He ain't no more blood.
Members and other New York drill rappers started questioning his affiliations. G5 Reels, a rapper affiliated with LeBrim, also hopped on live to call out CJ for being a fake blood with no ties to the Bloodhound Brims and for copywriting the term whoopty, even though he never put in any work for the set.
First you make the song whoopty, then you make the song bop. That's all our shit, boy. And you still not trying to pay homage? Then you gonna copyright our shit? You copyright our shit? Like, yo, boy, your head not good.
The Bloodhound
Damn, like
Brims.
he don't play that shit.
You like he'll slap his ass
Fucking
when he see
OG for
it.
real.
But your head not good. That mean, boy, you fucked up. What is that? That's what that
Your
mean?
head not good.
That's that little New York slang.
I don't know. Y'all tell us that shit.
What?
Cause we get it wrong, they want to snap.
You copyright our shit? Like,
mean you ain't
yo,
shit.
boy, your head not good.
The Bloodhound
I mean, you ain't
Brims was
shit.
one of the most violent gangs in New York before being taken down in a major gang indictment in 2016. They operated in various locations in New York City, as well as
When
West.
you say your head not good, like you want your head?
I don't like me multiple things today.
Y'all tell us, cause I'm gonna come up with all type of shit.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican. Come on.
Your Haitian
gang
ain't
indictment in 2016.
You with
They
me, though?
operated in various locations in
Off
New
the
York
boat.
City, as well as Westchester,
Yeah, where you
Elmira,
from?
and
boat,
Pennsylvania.
off the boat. I'm saying like I'm get off the boat with you, fresh off the boat.
Nah, babe,
I
I came from the plane. Not from the motherfucking boat. Yo, ass.
came off the street.
Its locations in New York City, as well as Westchester, Elmira, and Pennsylvania. They was accused of trafficking massive amounts of crack, cocaine, and heroin throughout the state of New York and Pennsylvania. A lot of Bloodhound Brim leaders was later arrested in a RICO indictment and charged with crimes that included racketeering, murder, attempted murder, drug trafficking, and assault.
Damn.
The Brim started in Los Angeles, but later branched out to New York in the early 90s.
Cole has been out.
That was just something I see. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Shit. He
So,
know my COVID,
the
bro.
Brim started in Los Angeles, but later branched out to New York in the early 90s. Like most blood sets in NYC, the Brim started in prison at Rikers Island and then spread out to the streets later on. There's multiple Brim sets in New York that make up what they call the Blood Brim Army. During the height of their rise, the Brims was behind a lot of wild crimes that eventually led to their downfall. In 2012, Lil Brim and another Blood member named Don P got arrested for a shootout at a chicken spot in the Bronx where they allegedly fired at ops with an AK-47. Lil Brim was later found guilty of attempted murder for the crime, which was one of the events that led to his 30-year sentence. In 2014, a Brim leader named Kevin Melton made headlines after kidnapping the father of one of the prosecutors who was responsible for locking him up for life. Melton got hit with life in
That boy
prison.
ain't playing.
What the fuck?
That boy ain't playing, boy.
He arrested the fucking prosecutor who almost got him sent to prison for life.
You kidnapped that
He
motherfucker.
kidnapped the dad
Yeah.
of the fucking prosecutor.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The father of one of the prosecutors who was responsible for locking him up for life. Melton got hit with life in prison for ordering a hit on someone in 2011. To get revenge, Melton went after one of the prosecutors who was responsible for convicting him. He set it all up using a cell phone he snuck into jail and ordered 5 members to kidnap the prosecutor. But they ended up going to the wrong address and instead kidnapped her father, Frank Jansen. The gang kidnapped Jansen from his crib in Atlanta and called his wife and told her they was gonna torture and kill her husband if she ain't follow their demands. But the FBI was able to intercept a call between Melton and the kidnappers and found Jansen at an apartment complex in Atlanta. So the Brims was responsible for a wave of terror, not just in New York, but all over the country. This eventually led to the indictment that took down many high-ranking
Bro,
members.
this some serious shit,
How
man.
the fuck they go to the wrong fucking address?
But this some serious shit them niggas on, bro.
No, real shit. How you go? I'm just stuck on how you go to the wrong fucking address. Like, I would've been
This
mad.
man in jail, and he could cause all that shit.
That's some shit that you see on movies.
Yeah, that you gonna order some shit. How niggas gonna do that shit for real?
Boy, that shit. I know he running shit in prison.
Shit.
New York,
Man, I
but all
hate
over the
these
country. This eventually led to the indictment that took down many high-ranking members of the gang, including Lil Brim. But even with most of their leaders locked up, the Bloodhound Brims are still well respected in New York. So, for Lil Brim to make a public statement denying CJ's credibility was a major blow to the
It
rapper.
ain't nothing for them to touch his ass. Then they can do
At
all
all.
that. If they want to, they
On
could
that boy can say is one word.
get his ass, boy.
Career.
What he said? Head gone? Shit. What he said?
Your head ain't good.
Your head ain't good.
Plus, it wasn't just Brim members taking shots at the rapper. Brooklyn rapper 22G's also came out and questioned CJ's street cred.
Did?
In January 2021, 22G's tagged CJ on Instagram saying, @RealCJ giving me 6ix9ine vibes and boy from Staten Island, the safest borough in NYC. He also dropped a WHOOPTY remix called Goofy, where he took shots at CJ calling him a groupie who was just tracking the Brooklyn drill sound to make himself more popular. In interviews, 22G's made it clear that it wasn't real beef, but he had to address the situation because CJ ain't give respect to the originators of the sound that made him famous. CJ responded to 22G's with the track Hit Up, where he don't just diss the rapper, but take shots at his entire gang, the Gangsta Disciples. On the
Look,
track,
we gotta hear that shit. We gotta hear that shit for real.
Bruh, come on.
he raps, "I catch a blicky, man down in my city, referring to 22G's Blicky gang. And in the video, he's seen throwing up GDK, which means Gangsta Disciple Killer, the gang that 22G's is from. So not only is CJ starting beef with another rapper.
Yeah, he went to yeah, Kodak signed him. I don't know if he still signed under Kodak, but he don't want to fuck with Sniper Gang. You don't want to fuck with us Haitians, man. Don't do it. Especially fuck with us. Are you coming down here too? Don't do it.
Disciple Killer, the gang that 22G's is from. So not only is CJ starting beef with another rapper, he wants smoke with one of the biggest gangs in America too. Another popular Brooklyn drill rapper, Busy Banks, came out and said CJ jacked his bars and stole his whole flow. Busy posted on his Instagram story, that CJ need to give me my credit, no cap. Jacking my lingo and flow, I'm tired of not getting the recognition I deserve. I started this new wave of drill rap. Let's talk about it. If you listen to the flow and lyrics on Hit Up, it sounds similar to Busy Banks' tracks Neo and Don't Start Part 2. So instead of earning people's respect, CJ was quickly making...
one? We gotta go check that out, baby.
Another one?
We gotta go check that shit out, bro. This nigga getting called out from left to right. You ain't no real blood. You stealing songs, nigga. Like
he reminded me of 6ix9ine. He don't not play for shit.
6ix9ine for real.
Yeah.
And like he don't give a fuck. But the thing is, it's only one of 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is 6ix9ine. Nigga, you can get touched for real.
Right.
Like, I mean, 6ix9ine can get touched, but it's like
it's kind of harder for 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
To touch 6ix9ine, but
then again, I don't know, because this nigga don't have no security when he came to Wellington Mall.
I don't know. One may he have security, one may he don't. I don't know where that nigga be at no more.
Tracks Neo and Don't Start Part 2. So instead of earning people's respect, CJ was quickly making enemies. In September 2021, 22G's did an interview with No Jumper, where Adam 22 reveals that CJ was set to do an interview, but canceled at the last minute. The reason he canceled was because the person in charge of their social media posted something about the beef between him and CJ. So CJ got in his feelings and canceled the whole interview.
We had an interview booked with CJ. And then somebody on the social media team, they posted up 22G's dissing CJ. They just posted about it because it's notable, it's news, you know, we're paying attention. We were all talking about it in the group chat, so they posted it. CJ interview canceled.
This was another L for the Staten Island rapper.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about it.
This fucking radio, and then the boy said that it's not beef for real. He's just fucking with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he got respect. He gotta give them niggas their
respect, recognition.
Respect, yeah.
CJ interview canceled. This was another L for the Staten Island rapper. He could have used the interview to tell his side of the story, but instead, he chose to stay quiet. CJ never really addressed the accusations that he's false claiming and stealing another rapper's style and flow. He also dropped another single that brings the same kind of buzz that WHOOPTY did. He dropped an EP in early 2021 called Loyalty Over Royalty, which was executive produced by French Montana. But none of the other songs made the same impact as WHOOPTY. Unless CJ can switch up his whole style and come back with a banger that puts him on the charts, it'll probably just be a one-hit wonder. Just like 6ix9ine, part of his appeal was his gang ties. But once the truth was exposed, fans just move on to the rappers who really live what they rap.
Literally. It's a great video.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, like, when I first seen his video, I knew he wasn't like that for real.
When he was doing this shit?
I knew he wasn't like that for real.
Man, listen, man. This thing got me tired. What the fuck? Alright.
What?
Shit.
You know, I'm about to put a bitch to sleep.
But at the end of the day, man, y'all know what's up, though, man.
Make sure y'all like,
subscribe,
comment,
share,
hit notification bell.
Because you know what, baby?
Baby.
That's on
Gang!